Morning.
No damage, mate.
No.
Kick off with Mike and broadcast first, and then we'll be written down.
Morning.
Slaven,
Morning.
any injuries, or any fresh injuries ahead of Bournemouth?
No. I mean, we're okay. We still have a training today and tomorrow, but it looks good. It looks good. We have Antonio back, not because of injury, but he was suspended, as you know. We have two players who needed the stitches in Chelsea game, Andy and Snodgrass, but they are all right. And there's a little bit. Jose Fonte felt something, but we are very optimistic that he's gonna be okay for the game on Saturday.
So Andy is
So it all looks
fit.
good. Sorry?
Andy is fully fit.
And he's fit. Yeah. He's fit. Just the stitches.
You said after the match on Monday that no one can stop Chelsea now. Having seen Manchester City drop points last night, do you now believe that even more, that they have the League won?
Well, I didn't say that no one can stop Chelsea. There are definitely few teams that can stop them, but I mean that can close the gap. But I only said that Chelsea looks really serious now, and I can see them. For me, they are the big favorites to win the league because they ain't gonna lose the focus and all that. So something major, big time major, will have to happen for them to drop the points. And also the clubs that are below them, it's very hard to win all the games. You know, as we have seen yesterday, last night with Man City. Yeah, so for me, they are really big favorites to win it.
And for your own objectives for the rest of the season, the remaining 10-11 games, now 11 points off 7th place, are you still harbouring ambitions for European football?
Look, we have first to secure the Premiership status. We are in a position like Chelsea, but with a different aim, you know. So there's still a big job to do. And as I said before, I mean, the plan is simple. We have to approach every game, try to win every game, and see where it's going to bring us. Yeah, and but we want, and we have to finish strong. Of course.
Bournemouth this weekend, then, I'm sure you've seen Tyrone Mings will be now missing for 5 games, one of their best players. Is this a good time to play them?
Well, good time to play. They didn't have a good run since that game against Arsenal, that they were winning 3-0 at home, and then they drew 3-3, and then they had few defeats, 1 draw, and then but their last game definitely that gave them a big boost of confidence and belief, because to get a point against Man United at Old Trafford, it's always a great result, especially if you do it with 10 men. They played the whole second half with 10 men. So, as I said, we are expecting a really, really difficult game on a difficult pitch. It's like small pitch. It's like a good atmosphere and all that. But we are looking forward for it.
Did you see the incident with Mings and Ibrahimovic, and having now seen the punishment that he's been handed by the FA, do you think he was harshly judged to be missing 5 matches for what he did?
No, look, it's a judgment. You know, both accidents looked like nasty. You know, to me, with Mings. Okay, from my point of view, if I'm honest, and I want to be honest, he's got 10%, 15%, 20% chances to say I didn't see him, I couldn't stop myself, I was concentrating on a ball. There were few bodies around, you know. So, but it looked nasty. Not nasty, not deliberately, but looked very, very, very dangerous.
And just switching back to your own players, there's been a little bit of criticism recently for Robert Snodgrass's performance. Is that unfair, do you think?
Sometimes it's very common for new players when they change the club. First, they they make a great impact, then they have a little dip. But in his, if I'm talking about, he's done really good for us. I'm happy with him. He's a great professional, great left foot. Statistically, he's with Antonio the best runner if you are talking about high intensity runs and sprints from our whole team, from the whole team. So I'm happy with him. Talking about Chelsea game, I think first half he was excellent. I mean, he was the one that put and that caused them a lot of problems on our left side, and he is the one who put 5 or 6 balls in, and also in the first half he took a lot of balls out of them in our half. So definitely in the first half he was one of our best players. In the second half he had a little dip, okay, but I'm more than happy with him.
As we say, the end of the season is in sight. Do you already have half a mind on the next campaign? You've been linked with the St Etienne defender Kevin Malcuit. Is there any truth in that?
We are not because of the names. It's not only that I don't want to discuss the names, but really, okay, we are, but not even with one eye. You know, we are, of course, we are preparing like we been preparing in December for the new season. You have one part of your job and department and all that is thinking about long future plannings, like for the next season. But we are totally, fully, and almost only concentrated on Bournemouth and on the remainder of this season.
Okay, final one from me, and something slightly different. You may have seen yesterday that your vice-chairman, Karen Brady, was named the most influential woman in football. I wondered if you could perhaps pay tribute to her, say a little bit about your working relationship with her, and do you agree that she is a pioneering figure for women in football?
Well, to me, she is. To be fair, I don't know too many women in football still, but she's... I meet her a lot. I have like... at least 1 month we meet, once a month we meet, and we discuss everything, and she's totally involved in everything, and the quality and the effort and the hours, but most of all the quality that she puts, it's great, and she's one of the biggest reasons why this club is moving up.
Slaven, slightly different one. Did you watch Barcelona PSG last night, and what did you make of it?
Of course I watched it. I mean, it's like, I mean, it has to put a smile on your face. You know, it was like everything what football is all about. Like you've seen everything. You've seen the belief, the quality, the great goals. It really shows you. You know, we are always talking like it's never over, you know, but yesterday it was the best proof for that. So you see the quality of the players. Also, on the other hand, you see how massive, big players, very experienced in Champions League, with so much games in their careers behind them, that even they crumble under such amount of pressure in the last 5-6 minutes. That is unbelievable. So great game to use it in talks with your players and everything on both sides. You know, when you talk about Barcelona, but also if you want to talk about Paris Saint-Germain and all that. So unbelievable game to watch.
Is there anything you can do as a manager when the game's running away from you like that?
The only thing you can do then, last few minutes, is to make a change. You know, the games are usually like that. They start like a little bit slowly and all that, but then when the game comes into that pace, mayhem, or whatever you call it, like it's very difficult to stop it. It's very difficult. You need your leaders on the pitch to show their characters and to stop it if you are Paris Saint-Germain, or to do what Neymar has done yesterday. You know,
I know you mentioned it last week. I was just wondering if there's an update on your contract situation. Are you any closer to signing?
Why you ask me about that? I have a contract. It's not that my contract is running out in why are you laughing? It's not that it's running out after the season. I have a year and a half. I told you my thoughts about it. I told you even last year, so I'm happy.
Okay. Bournemouth, Hull and Leicester, your next 3 games. Have you set a points target for those matches?
Well, the targets are, of course, all the points. That's our targets, you know, and we know it's going to be very hard to get them all, of course. And it's a Premier League, and it's going to be tough. But I have a strong belief in our team, or in my team, with a reason because we are playing really good now. And if we continue, we look really good in training. We don't have new injuries and all that. Well-balanced squad, very motivated, that is playing good. And of course, that gives me belief that we can hope or plan for the maximum number of points.
Is it true you've got Lincoln coming here tomorrow to train?
Who?
Lincoln?
Lincoln?
Yeah, coming here tomorrow to train.
Maybe. I think Chadwell.
Ah, right, okay.
I think at Chadwell. But I remember, they asked me last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
And they're opposed West Ham fans, apparently. I was just wondering if you've spoken to them ahead of the Arsenal game, the Cowley brothers.
No. Max, you don't inform me on nothing. He was talking about Barcelona.
Sorry, Max. Sorry. Last one from me. I know you paid tribute to him when I left, but I was just wondering if you had any contact with Dimitri Payet since he's been in France at all. Have you exchanged text messages or anything like that?
No. But I've seen his goal against Lorient. Against Lorient, great goal. Yeah, no, but I didn't speak to him since he left.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys. Thumbs up.
This one is copy paste. This one is